All right. I'd like to welcome everybody to the first ever FM virtual Toolbox talk. Hopefully you can all hear me. Thumbs up if you can. Right, great. This is Johnny Gooch. For those of you that don't know him, Forrest Johnson. We're with the maintenance committee, co-chairs of the FM maintenance committee, safety committee. If you're on the FM safety committee, raise your hand or wave. I know there's a lot of you on here, you may not be able to see it, but if you don't know who your representative is, please reach out to your supervisor or zone manager and they'll be able to tell you who those representatives are. But today's topic will be brief. We want to talk about complacency. Complacency is the #1 killer when we talk about safety accidents. And so we want to talk a moment about that. What is complacency? Complacency can be defined as self-satisfaction and a sense of security in one's own abilities, especially when accompanied by unawareness of actual dangers or deficiencies. Complacency is extremely dangerous in the workplace. We get so used to things being done the same way that we do not always look at the hazards in our surroundings. We may also underestimate the risks associated with the tasks that we perform regularly, or fail to notice a change in our environment when we become complacent in our daily routines. When working on the job, there is danger when an individual goes on autopilot. All too often, we don't realize how complacent we are until we have a near miss or an incident. When something like this happens, it jumpstarts our heart. Most incidents are caused by unsafe acts. We all need to help create a safe workplace. Most incidents that occur involve people being complacent about safety. If you begin to work in autopilot mode and stop paying attention to what you're doing, that can lead to taking shortcuts and taking risks. So how do we prevent that? What do we do to prevent ourselves from being too complacent? If you aren't consciously thinking about what could go wrong while you're at work, you're not completing the task safely. It's extremely important for you and everyone else at work to think ahead. As you approach each task, consider the following. Who and what are you working with? What will you be doing? Where will you be going? What may have changed and what could go wrong? Always examine equipment, procedures, and the hazards that may exist, and focus physically and mentally on your work, no matter how many times you may have done the same job in the past. I'd like to give Johnny Gooch a few minutes to talk about shoes, safety shoes. Thanks.
Greetings, everybody. Thanks for joining in. We really appreciate it. And we hope there's going to be people involved and we can have many more of these. Zoom meetings seem to be taking over our preferred method of meetings these days. And it's an easy way to reach out to a lot of people. And as long as you're willing to tune in, I've been asked to talk about the shoe policy or the safety policy regarding most of us have to wear safety shoes. The program in the OHS website is called the Red Wing Shoe Program and Truck Schedule. Well, right now the truck schedule doesn't exist. It's of course on hold with the COVID situation. So in order, just like always, you get one pair, in general, you can get one pair of safety shoes a year. When you get ready for a new pair, go on the OHS website, submit a request. That request goes to your supervisor. After he approves it, it comes back to you. You get a voucher, which you can take up to Pantops, to the Red Wing store. If you don't want to go to Pantops, if you don't want to go shopping in public, if you know what you want, you can reorder your shoes by calling the Red Wing store. They'll ship them directly to your store. They also have a great, they have a service policy, a guarantee where your shoes are guaranteed and you can take them in once a month and get them shined up for you, change laces, let them look at them, see if everything's good to go. So it's a pretty good program. It's a great program. So take advantage of it. And it's really pretty easy. I stepped through it this morning just to make sure everything functioned for me, and it popped up pretty easy just at the OHS website. So Hope that clears that up for some people that have misunderstanding about that. There's nothing changed with the policy itself. It's just that the way you get them is changed through mail order or going to get them. What else I'd like to talk about is these toolbox topic meetings themselves. We hope they continue. We hope we get plenty of support and input from people. We'd love it if there's any feedback from today, any ideas you have for future meetings or be great. And anyone who wants to be involved in this program, the safety program in general, we really appreciate it. Some of the subjects we'd like to see, near misses are great because they actually happen. It's almost accidents. You're probably not the only one. There may be, many people may have seen the same hazard, didn't turn it in, and you turning a near miss in can prevent an accident, and can sometimes make for a great toolbox topic. Subject you have, we appreciate it, and any support you can give us, we really appreciate that too. So we're going to keep this short. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in, and until next time, Forrest, you got anything else?
Yeah, thank you. Great support. Appreciate it. We had over 51 people sign up. I'm not quite sure how many are able to make it into the session, but seeing all these faces, know that you care about safety as much as we do. Anybody who represents any other safety committees, be prepared. This Thursday, Johnny may be calling your committee out to host the next virtual FM Toolbox Talk. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, folks.